Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to another video on the channel. If you do like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Today, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. I have told you guys in the past that I'd be showing you guys how to get ready to plan a build, because when doing a project car like I'm doing, you need to be able to take those things into consideration, things that might be necessary to fix the car before you start going into it, and helps you realize the cost later on down the line, getting things time by time. With that being said, here is a list of, this is actually all the stuff right here of what I'm doing so far. This is not an inexpensive build, and obviously I haven't gotten everything, but if you look, if we scroll down just a bit, this is our grand total. There's a lot to think about when it comes to this kind of stuff. Now, I've stated before, you kind of really want to understand what you want out of a car. Now, for me, this is my first project car, so this is more of like a fun driver car is what I'm going for. Something I can take through in the mountains, something I can drive around in daily if I want to, just to show around and have a nice car. If I want to go to the track, I can do autocross, I can go drifting. Like, I have the ability to kind of go anywhere with it. So it's more of a handling car than more so like a power specific car, you know? But it's gonna be a lot of money and it's gonna be a long time before I can get to some of those things. Let's kind of get into describing some of the parts that we're gonna have with it. So we're gonna need like a color scheme. So we have our basic color scheme down, so we understand what everything's going to be. Basically, all of this is going to be broken down, and if it is involving with the power, the fuel, the drivetrain, visuals, durability, anything like that. So I can tell you right now, these three are interior. So it's a hub connecting to the car, quick release, and the steering wheel. And then these top three actually right here, the coilovers, the sway bars, and the bushing kit are actually handling. What you do with like a bushing kit, it gives you stiffer like polyurethane or like solid bushings for your car. You will have a bit more rattling, but it will keep the car more rigid in any circumstances. So we do have two things, the radiators and the radiator fan. Those will go into power, and the reason for that is because they're actually helping cool the motor down. So the cooler it gets, the more peak power this car can have. And then ECU is also working with the brain. This one, so the ECU is a little tricky because it kind of messes with power, fuel, and the drivetrain, and in some cases actually the handling, depending on how new your car is. So this one is a multicolor for sure, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna put it in power. So we have exhaust, radiator, radiator fans, and the Mega Squirt ECU, so we'll put all of those in red. All right, so we got our strut tower bar, so that is going to be handling. And then we have our injectors, our first fuel one, perfect. Thermostat, coolant expansion kit, radiator, hose kit. Now these ones, I would say the hose kit, it's a mixture between visual and power, for the reason being they do help with cooling because they're actually stronger hoses than factory, but they can add a visual aspect to the interior bay. So we will count these as power for now because it does help with cooling, but keep in mind these two can also be visual as well. Steel brake lines, we'll put this in durability because of the fact that it is going to help a lot. So that is a big deal, having those parts that are going to help with durability. Actually, all of these right here are going to be durability, and that's what we'll do with the radiators as well. Now, the reason why we're putting these as durability is because it is extending the life of the cars by making things more efficient and being of higher quality. Carpet, that is going to be interior. This is just a replacement carpet. It's not necessary, but it would be nice. Harmonic balancer, this is going to go on to durability. Sliding seat rails, that is going to be interior. That is for when we get our racing seats, which we'll see in a minute. Motor mounts, front wheel studs, rear wheel studs, we will put all of those in durability. So basically your motor mount is going to be able to stiffen the motor, so when you make more power, your motor's not rocking back and forth, which will actually cause your car itself to shake. And then the front and rear wheel studs are actually extended lugs or extended hub studs, and it's really nice to have that available to you, especially when you decide to go to a wider tire later on, if you decide to go wide body kit or anything like that. rear strut tower bar, that is going to be handling. Replacement seats, obviously. Interior, upper, rear and front, and lower front control arms, those are all going to be handling. I need to get new arms just in general, and it would be nice to have ones that are adjustable. I have a manual list, and I'll get into this in a minute. I actually have it on the screen here. We'll get back to that in a minute. 1.5 way limited slip. This is going to be drivetrain. Wheels and tires. This actual set in particular has Federal tires, and they're actually really grippy. This is going to be, we're gonna do visual for this one, so we have a visual one for now. And then our racing seats obviously are going to be, yes, you guessed it, interior. But for now, I want to touch on the manual swap. This is a separate spreadsheet all in itself. This is everything together. This swap can go one of two ways. I can just go on the internet, go on eBay, get all the parts I need, pay for them, and get this price essentially. Basically get 2,500 bucks. Then when it comes to the other route, I could go on Facebook Marketplace, find different deals from other people. And I almost kind of was thinking about pulling the trigger on getting a swap sooner than later because of the cost of it when you went to like a private party was actually a lot cheaper than I expected. But I don't want to get ahead of myself with this car. Yes, I can still collect parts over time, but realistically, I want to use my money, especially with it being as limited as it is. I want to be smart with it and get the car running before I pay for all the stuff for the swap. But this is a breakdown of the swap, and this is something that a lot of people may not do as well too. They'll be like, okay, well, swap, let's just put $1,000 because I can find a trans and that's all I need. And when you do the research, it turns out you need more than just a trans and some pedals. This is a very long process and big and crucial part of getting your car together, because this is something you need to do before you even buy the car, before you even, before you even get really into a car. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I post a video. Comment down below what else you want to see on the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.